So I went ahead, with these being in here, I could not fit the sink. So took a little tool, cut these out. Hopefully the sink is gonna fit in here now. This was an expensive cabinet, but we got it on sale. Part of it was cut out right through there. You can see where somebody had cut out of the cabinet, returned it to Lowe's. So we got this cabinet for, I think, $30 or something around there, $30, $40. So I went ahead and took the risk of cutting these out. I figured it couldn't hurt too bad. All right, we got the form ready for concrete counter. So this is what my sink opening looks like. Had to cut it right through there, the sink. Also cut it on this side beside the dishwasher. And I did put some bracing here. I'll probably strengthen this up, but this is just kind of temporary. So we could have made sure the sink, the cast iron sink fit. So I'll probably strengthen those as well. I did put this board along the back, this 2x4 here, just to try to help kind of support the cabinet, where I did take out those strips and then cut into the cabinet, just to try to support it a little bit more. This is my form here. I did put, now obviously this is a big opening, it's a big hole. I did put some 1xs across the cabinet base here, just as some additional support. I also put one back here behind the dishwasher. Probably should have put one here too in the front, but I did not do that. And then this cabinet was so small right here that I just didn't put any support there. But yeah, this is pretty much, did put some silicone caulking around all my edges here. So it should be ready to pour concrete. So what I did is I took the drawers out of the cabinets, put a dummy board here, and screwed this 2x4 to that dummy board. And it looks like it's just kind of sitting in there, but I have a larger board behind it that's making it hold on to the frame of the cabinet because that just wasn't thick enough for the screws to reach. But that's how I did that, so I didn't have to screw into my cabinets. Probably going to paint these cabinets anyway, but I didn't really want to have to do all that patching of holes and all that kind of stuff, because you can see the cabinets are different colors. That's what happens when you get things on sale. They don't always match. But it'll look all the same regardless. But yeah, that is what it looks like right now, and hopefully it will continue to look good when we get this concrete poured. I will say, with this house, the walls are not perfectly straight. I mean, the house had no floor, so, you know, when you try to put something together back together that way, of course, you know, I'm not a perfectionist, so it ain't perfectly straight. So I felt like this concrete counter would be a really good option anyway, because we have concrete bags that we got on sale, but also because it allows me to make sure everything's really good and flush against the wall here. Because these cabinets, I will say with these cabinets, I would have had to cut out a large section of them in order to get these cabinets flush against the wall back here. So I didn't want to do that. So I just figured, you know what, I'll figure out some way to rig it up here. But I think this is going to look okay. It does make it a little bit harder to reach the windows, but, you know, it'll work. And then that's what I did for my little faucets and soap dispensers and that sort of thing. I know that sometimes people just notch holes in these, but I wanted to give myself a little bit extra room, and that cabinet that sink will go back further than that, so it'll be supported. And just kind of a look right here. So I used 1/2 inch cement board, and I just put it on top of the cabinets. I took a 2x4 here. That's what you see here. That's a 2x4, and I just lined that up with the very top edge, you know, made it even with the top edge of the cabinet, a little bit that I left exposed. So that's flush with that. And then my 1x4 here that I used, what I did was I took a speed square, and I'll kind of show you here. I took a speed square and just, you know, used that to mark me a line. That was, for these sideboards, I made them an inch and a half maybe. I can't remember now. Made these sideboards here an 1.5 inches, because of this cement board here that takes up a 1/2 inch. On this side it's 2 inches because there's no cement board here. So I had to make this 2 inches, this an 1.5 inches, in order to get these to be flush and line up. And then of course I just put, like I said, silicone around all the edges. These I'm pretty sure are going to have to stay back here. I don't know how I'd get these out. But I don't think it's really going to make, I mean, you won't be able to tell it. I can always put me a piece of trim here or something like that. Maybe on the edge, on the corner edge, you might see it. But I don't think anybody's going to be really paying that much close attention to it. And I can always paint it or figure out some way to deal with it.